What business owners need to know about NFTs. First off, they are not just weird pictures of crappy art. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. I am not interested in that, although I am an artist. That is not why I'm interested in NFTs. As a business owner, there are legitimate uses for how I transact with NFTs, normal products. And in this video, I'm going to show you how we do that. Let's dive in. Alrighty, so welcome to the video. Hey, let's say that you've built your offer. You got your product, you got your service, and you're ready to go out there and start selling it. Someone pulls out their wallet and they say,
"Hey, I want to give you money."
And you're like, cool, but I don't take dollars anymore. You know what, you can give me dollars, but I actually want you to pay me in this cryptocurrency. What? That's exactly what we're doing now, is someone can buy my stuff with fiat or paper money, right, normal currency, or they can actually purchase with crypto. Right? And the crypto piece, what's cool about that is when they buy it, what they're really buying is an NFT. And the NFT comes with that offer. So whatever I want to sell, we think of this NFT as a receipt. So I'm going to cut over to my computer screen. I did a live training, it was about 2 hours. This is not that long, obviously, but I did a live training in my Discord channel teaching how NFT funnels work and how we use them, and how simple it is to start using this whole other way to transact inside of the way you currently sell now. This is not a matter of shutting down your stuff and rebuilding from the ground up. You're just adding in the option to accept payments with something like cryptocurrency. And so I'm going to cut over to my computer screen. I'm with a good buddy on there, and we walked through and showed, look, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. And slow speed again, how someone would come and purchase, and we still give them the product, and how it actually protects the customer. This is a good thing, not a distraction. I want to show you why. Let's cut over to my screen.
The reason, one of the major reasons why I decided to actually dive in and learn the NFT and crypto space more was simply because I don't want to be, and this might rattle some cages, but here it goes. I don't want to be the equivalent of a baby boomer who doesn't know how to send email. Right? And to keep up with the times, how long, if you think about this, how long does it take for a marketplace to adopt a new technology? Statistically, about 10 years. 10 years in order for a new technology to be fully adopted and birthed inside of a marketplace. How old is all this? Much older than 10 years. It's here. It's happened. You know what I'm saying? We're in it now. This is something to learn. And it's fascinating to see how much big box companies, huge influencers are using this. But this is what's so weird about this space, is it's a little bit different than what most new techs have done in the past. A lot of new technologies, right? They kind of get adopted across the spectrum, but it's interesting to see how much big box companies, high-end influencers have learned NFT stuff, while so many of smaller, not nearly as influential people have chosen not to out of skepticism. It's not a reason to not learn it. So, all right, so let me know it. So crypto, right, if you think about it, there's cryptocurrency. It's not a currency, it's an asset, right? Think of that as, well, I guess we'll just talk cryptocurrency just because. Think of that as the stock market. Okay, stock, there you go, market, right? That's like the stock market. Stock market fluctuates all over the place. It's the value of the dollar, right? The value of the currency itself, all over the place. And it's funny when someone says like, well, told you crypto would be bad, it's low. Same thing happens with your 401k, right? But people aren't freaking out as much unless it really drops. Like, it's not a reason to write off this stuff. The next one is the NFT space. When you think of NFTs, think products, okay? An exchangeable good, a transaction is happening, all right? And I'll come back to that, obviously. The next one that is really big to understand is DeFi, or what is known as a decentralized finance, meaning loans, right? For lack of a better word, or financing. And so these are like the three silos, the tiers that are in there. And these are financial tools, financial structures to go get whatever outcome you're trying to get inside the world. And so how do we use this today? Well, you use money to sell your products. So that's the point of what we're talking about here, is how do we use NFT in the product space if this is a tech that is being adopted faster than the internet was? Okay, in the 1990s, faster than the internet. This is a tech that has been created, built on, and developed faster than the actual internet itself. It is there's I think a 40 to 50% adoption rate on the internet in the 1990s, and crypto field, all of this is at 110% per year adoption and development rate. Ridiculous. Okay, very, very powerful. There's a reason billionaires are going there. There's a reason why huge companies are going there. Anyway, I've made my point with this, but I just feel like I got to defend it because some people are like, well, I don't want to buy some weird picture of something barfing a rainbow. And I make fun of that because that's not what an NFT is. Okay, so let's dive real quick into what that is, and then we'll draw it. And then I want to show you guys more about how we're actually using this inside of business and how to use it in yours. So something barfing a rainbow is not what an NFT is. NFT is literally a contract. So let's dive straight into the NFT styler real quick here. And I'm not going to go super teach mode because if you're like, I really need to know more about this stuff, then you need to come join our challenge. Okay, it's free. Go to buyyourfirst.nft.com. It's free. It's July 11th, 2022. Okay, it's in a few weeks. But buyyourfirstnft.com is the purpose of that is to go deeper into this stuff here. So I'm not going to go super far into this because the purpose is to draw an NFT funnel. Okay, but anyway, that's the point of Buy Your First NFT is to teach you simply, very step-by-step, what it all is, the strategy behind it, the tech setup, but specifically how to use it in your business. I don't really, if you want to go sell art, that's great. I am an artist and certainly will do that. But from how does it work in my existing business? That's the point of Buy Your First NFT, is to show you more of that into your actual company. So anyway, so let's just for some context, so you understand why an NFT funnel is even possible. Let me tell you just real quick what the NFT world does for us. So I got to say some verbiage. How many of you guys are brand new? I see 19 comments in here now. Let me go jump in here real quick here. How many of you guys are brand new? You're like, and that's fine. You're brand new. Okay, that's great. All right, yeah, cool. More or less brand new. Very awesome, brand new. Okay, so a lot of new. The reason I'm asking is I'm wondering if I should even go into this. Sweet. Okay, seasoned. All right, you say you're seasoned, brand new to NFT. Very cool. I'm an artist as well. I want to use NFT for legitimate business purposes. Yeah, 100%. Right with you. Right, and it's not to throw rocks at generative art. And generative art is this, right? It's this piece, right? Oops. Come on, Apple Pencil, don't do that thing again. There we go. Generative art is this thing, right? They take a bunch of features, they lay them together, and they create unique things. Generative art is a way to use NFT, but not NFT itself. So NFT itself is, I'll just draw it here. NFT itself is a contract. So think about all the places in your life you use a contract. You can use an NFT for that. Okay, and what NFT means, right, is non-fungible token. And to give an example, right, if you're selling socks and a customer is going to come to you and say, like, I need socks. It doesn't matter what pair they choose. They're all the same. They're fungible. Non-fungible means not the same as anything else. Totally unique, not copyable, right? It doesn't, that's what that mean. That's what that term means. So it's non-fungible token, a non-fungible, non-copyable, unique, totally its own, nothing else like it. And so contracts are that way, right? So think about this. If you have a value ladder, you got your funnels. Anytime somebody buys from you, that's an agreement. Contract / agreement. Agreement is another great way to think of that. Oops, agreement. And so what we do is we use NFT as the receipt to whatever someone has bought. That's what the picture represents. So you're going to see, I am going to put out an NFT for Capitalist Pig soon, 100%. It's been in the works. The only reason why it hasn't come out earlier is because I just didn't like, I didn't like the art. Okay, that's the only reason. I wanted 3D art rather than 2D. That was the only reason. Our 2D art was fine. I just wanted 3D. Because that seems where it was going to. So that's the only reason mine is not out yet. We've been ready for that. We've been working on this for 8 months. Okay, so this isn't like a Steve woke up last week and was like, we should do an NFT, right? There are influencers that do that, and I am throwing rocks at them. So I'm not a guppy, is what I'm saying. I am more versed in the business application of this. So think about agreement. Anytime someone exchanges with you, right? That is a contract, an agreement. And think of this image as the receipt. I spelled receipt wrong. Receipt. All right. I think I still spelled it wrong. Whatever. So think of it as the receipt. So the situation is you want to buy from me a product and I say, cool, pay me in a cryptocurrency, right? Common one for NFT is Ethereum, which is just a type of currency. Another one you've heard of is Bitcoin, right? Those are like two of the giant ones. We're talking Google, right? Google and Yahoo right there, right? Does that make sense? That's the Google and Yahoo of cryptocurrencies. So Ethereum, let's say you pay me in Ethereum. And I'm like, hey, Ethereum, I want this much Ethereum for that product. And you're like, cool. So you give me the Ethereum, and as a receipt, I give you back this NFT. And the NFT is what gets you access into the members area. So it's literally just another way to transact. But this agreement, a record of it, a recording of us doing this gets stored on what's called the blockchain. And I know that for those of you guys who are seasoned, you're like, look, I totally get that, right? But for those of you guys who like, I've never seen this before, like that's what I mean. If you guys have heard of mining, like bit mining, what's happening at mining machines are anytime someone transacts and says, hey, we have a new agreement and it needs to get recorded on the blockchain, that's what mining means. Mining is running and recording public transactions on a public record called the blockchain. And what's powerful and why we all love it so much is that when you and I have a transaction, we can sit there and we can say, hey, right, someone's like, that's not what we agreed to. Right? I've had people come to me and say that's not what we agreed to. It is on public record, right? Etherscan is a popular one. And it shows all of the transactions. It is the blockchain for Ethereum showing all the transactions. It is impossible for someone to come back to me now and say, hey, we didn't agree on that. Yeah, we did. And the whole freaking world can see it. So what is so powerful about this NFT crypto space is that it is ultimate transparency, okay? All the crap that we hate with centralized, right? This is decentralized stuff. Centralized, there's a lot of cloak and dagger, hidden fees all the way. Banks and everyone's taking their little piece and little cut. This circumvents and cuts out all of that. All of that. That's why we're so motivated about the NFT space. So that's a little crash course real quick on why we care so much about that. If you want more of this kind of stuff I'm going through right now and the strategy of it, go do the challenge, okay? It's free. It's with Jeffrey Bannock and I. He's a beast. He's an NFT master, okay? And this is what we're talking about, is how to, number one, gain more transparency with your marketplace by recording your transactions on the blockchain. Happens automatically, okay, when you set it up. Okay, so recording your transactions on the blockchain, it protects people. Plus, now they have this really cool, right? They own that NFT. And what's powerful about this NFT is once they have it, right? Let's say that you want to buy from me my info product. So you're over here and you're like, hey, Steve, you got something cool in your value ladder and I want that. I'm like, cool. Go purchase the NFT, and the offer, or as it's called, utility. Utility just means offer, for lack of a better term. It means what comes with it, okay, is that offer. A record of our transaction, right? So you give me some ETH, some Ethereum, you give me some ETH, woo! So you hand me ETH, I hand you the NFT, and a record of the whole thing is kept on the blockchain. And when you're done with this thing, this is what's so cool about NFT, by the way, right here. When you're done with the product, you can resell the NFT at whatever price you want. You can go list it on the marketplaces for NFTs. The most common popular one is called OpenSea. OpenSea, right, is a ton of NFTs from lots of companies, lots of people all over the place, right? Tons and tons and tons and tons of NFTs. You don't have to be a special someone to list something on there. You can take the NFT after you've gotten your worth from the info product and go turn around and resell it for the same price. If not, just recoup some of the money, right? How many info products have you purchased and you didn't get any money back on it after you learned the thing? This is one of the coolest parts about NFT, is that it hands power back to the customer so that they don't have to be stuck with it. Okay, they can sell it. You will lose access to what you've purchased, but you already got the info. Who cares? You see what this means? Boom. See what this means? Let's see what, okay.
Okay, hopefully this is making more sense to you. When I first saw NFTs, I was like making fun of it. I was like, this is some garbage, man. But now what we do is we use these things for a legitimate business use that actually makes it so when the product, when the customer finishes using my product, they could turn around and resell the NFT and get some or all of their money back, or make money from my product. Isn't that interesting? Now, that's why we care about this. If you guys want to see a live example of me doing this, go to capitalistpig.io. Capitalistpig.io, put the link in the description. But when you go there, you'll see I'm asking, look, here are the best of all my products in one single thing at a discount, but you got to get the NFT. You're welcome though, because now you can turn around and go sell it in the open market and make more money with it. And you have the rights to do so. You own access to, with the NFT, you own access to the products. And so go see a live example of it at capitalistpig.io, and we'll see you there.